Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Speedleague OCE Titanic 1. This is our first premier Speedball 2 tournament down here in Australia. Asia is welcome as well, New Zealand, it's the Oceania region, right guys? Tonight we're going to have a cracker of a match. It will be a in-game best of 5. That means a lot. Consequences matter here, people, because your stats and your injuries are going to carry out through each game, right? You got to take those demons with you, okay? So we're going to have barbedwiredeathtrap leading Mercury Madness to the grand final siren versus Giga and Galaxy of Grace. I want to thank you all for joining us today. We're going to have a great match on our hands, and let's get hyped for some Speedball. You know what I'm saying, people? Speedleague OCE. Let's get it. And I would just like to take a moment to let everyone know that we have a little Discord that you can join. You can play Speedball 2 for free, online multiplayer with great netcode, thanks to Fightcade. Check it out. And if you want to get in contact with us, search for the Speedball OCE Discord. You can contact me on social media if you want to know more about the game or what have you and all that type of stuff. We're always interested in getting more people into the game, and we hope that the game continues to be played for a long time out. Ladies and gentlemen, the teams are ready. We have barbedwiredeathtrap as silver, leading Mercury Madness, versus Giga, leading Galaxy of Grace as bronze. Both teams are ready. This is the Speedball OCE Grand Final, Titanic number 1. Let's get it.
Get ready.
Giga wins the ruck off the bat, running it straight down into behind the goal line. Mercury Madness, bad pass, back towards his own goals. Here comes Giga. Bit of a frenzy here. Mercury runs it back. Now Mercury's on the attack. Smothered. Giga bringing it straight back to Barb's territory. Now the goalie is really out of position here, but he runs it back. It's not going to matter. Giga walks himself up and just throws it straight in there. That's 12-0 for Galaxy. Giga winning another ruck, throwing it straight to the electro ball, and that actually cleaned up one of Mercury's teammates there. Now Barbedwire has picked up the hourglass. That will actually slow the enemy's team. That will slow the opponent's team down to virtually like base stats. Didn't seem to help though. Giga walks himself into another goal. Now Mercury really need to do something about this. Here's a great opportunity, but Giga's goalie is too strong. Grace running it straight back down the line. He's got another chance here, but smothered. Ooh, double dump truck there. Now Mercury wants to go for the wall goal, but he gets smashed. Absolutely thumped. Barbedwiredeathtrap is still not on the board. He needs to make something happen here. First half is almost up. Not only has Mercury failed to score a goal, but not even a point yet. Where's the bounce stones? Where's the stars? All right, second half kicks off. Giga defends. Giga is doing a great job of, as soon as it comes to beyond Giga's goal line, Grace is running it, getting it out of there and running it straight back down the line. Super strong offense and attack here from Galaxy of Grace. Mercury Madness picks it up, runs it down, picks up the magnet. He was close enough to pick the ball up, but he stole the power up from Giga should he have used it anyway. Galaxy gets it out of there. Galaxy on the attack. Oh, smothered. Bad pass towards the goalie though. Defense manages to get it out. Intercepted. Ooh. Here comes Giga with a warp shot. Oh, own goal! That is savage. That can happen to anyone at any time in Speedball. But you don't want it to happen in the grand final. Come on, boys. I've just noticed that Galaxy of Grace center forward is actually looking really hurt there. He's probably going to go down any minute. Electro ball in play. Giga just needs to shoot, but he shoots on a diagonal. Getting a bit freaked out there. He could have got it from far away with just a straight shot, but didn't matter anyway. He gets it over the line. Mercury Madness finally on the board, and that's going to be an injury right there. Another 10 points for Mercury. comes the sub. Is this going to be enough? Giga is in a healthy lead. Ooh, 2 more points. You can light up those stars and maybe make something of this. Mercury has a chance. No, deflected. That could have been it. That could have changed everything. But it's not going to matter now. Galaxy of Grace pick up the first round. Exciting stuff, people. Second leg. Here we go. Now that last goal, that goal attempt from Mercury Madness, that really could have changed the tide there. I think Mercury was sitting on something like 22 points where Galaxy of Grace were on 34. If Mercury had got that goal, we would have been looking at 32-34, and there would have only been a bounce dome in it. Unfortunately, that didn't happen for Mercury. Giga taking it out there. Galaxy of Grace looking like they are just buffing defense lines here. He pumped an all into his team and now the defense line. Still 160 credits left. What's he going to do? The stats in this game really make a huge difference. And since we're playing an in-game first to 5, yeah, ooh, I thought he might have spent on his centre forwards, injured centre forward there. Since he got injured in the prior match, the centre forward is now on very low stats. He's dealing with an injury. He's going to have to be nursed back to health at some stage. All right, the boys are getting into it. Let's go. Round 2. Mercury gets it off the bat. Ooh, Giga with the defense at the goal line. Galaxy of Grace is all over it. They want to get it out of here, though. All right. Galaxy with a chance. Mercury gets it out of there. Bounce dome. Forward picks it up. Launches for it, but it was too high. Galaxy running it back down the line, but it bounces off the multiplier towards Galaxy side. Giga finally gets it out. Now he's on the attack. Here comes Galaxy, center forward. Ooh. Giga sets up the electro ball. Is it going to do anything with it? It knocks down the defender. Giga misses with a high shot there. Goalie gets it out of there. Here comes Giga. Barb says, not today. Barb trying to run it back, but he's smothered. Stuck. What's going to happen here? This should be easy. Giga walks himself into there. Like, it was free reign, basically. What can you do there? All right, 16-0. Mercury Madness need to make something happen here or they're going to lose the match. Electro ball in play. Knocks down a defender, but the goalie catches it in a nick of time. Could have been a long shot there. Missed by a pixel. Giga throws the wrong way. He could have gone for a shot. Defender throws it to forward, who gets the goal. That was some bad passes all around there. What a scramble. In the end, Giga gets up.
Get ready.
Second half. Galaxy with another comfortable lead here. Galaxy with the electro ball. Runs it straight in. That was textbook stuff. Giga's really making good use of the electro ball here. It looks like it's going to be one of his main strategies for this grand final. Oh, the Mercury Madness picked up a teleporting power-up there that sends it straight to your center forward, and it actually worked out really well. Managed to knock over the goalie and send it straight in. Barbed wire gets on the board. 10-36, plus stats for Galaxy. Mercury gets it out. He needs to keep running it down. He's at the goal line. Goes for a wall goal. Oh, defended. Those can be quite tricky to defend against, but it is somewhat of a gimmick as well. There's only one way, like, when you're going for those warp goals and the wall goals, the defense is pretty much always going to be the same. So if you're prepared for it, you can virtually field it most of the time. I'd say like 95% of the time, if you're ready for it and you're expecting it, you can field it. So, you know, if the opponent is doing a really good job at defending the wall goals, sometimes it feels like you're just giving the ball up, going for a gimmick shot. You will probably have a better chance trying to run it through and shoot a curveball. Galaxy of Grace is really leaning forward here, 48-10. I don't know if there's enough time for Mercury to come back here. Mercury runs it down to the goal line. He needs to shoot, but he's smothered. Ball is stolen. Here we go, center forward again, gets crushed. Bounced off the multiplier. 10 seconds left. This is looking grim. This is looking grim, but he gets a goal. It's all about the points here.
Get ready.
Mercury Madness 20-48. Galaxy. Ooh, Grace with the punches. Through the warp hole. Oh, that could have been a final goal there, but he was smothered by the goalie. In the end, it's 42-82. Easy win for Galaxy of Grace. Yeah, as I was saying before, so the stats really make a huge difference in this game, and since we're playing it in-game first to 5, the stats are going to keep accumulating all the way towards the to the final match. These guys are going to be zipping around the screen like lightning. The maximum stats that you can get in two-player mode, I believe, is 220. But I think with the injuries in play, that's going to hold Galaxy of Grace back in terms of their ultimate, like their final stats value. He needs to nurse the center forward back to health before he can really unlock the true potential. Look at the subs. Subs stats are very bad. That's because of the center forward being injured and moved to the sub position. All right, boys, using up all their credits. Here we go. Mercury gets the ruck. Goes for the wall goal. Straight in, people. 5-second goal right there. You love to see it. Mercury with another ruck. Oh, Barb goes for a crazy bounce with the electro ball. Just misses it. Now, the star just before the goal line there puts both players' stats to maximum. It can really make or break a game. That was nearly an own goal off the dome there, but it didn't matter. Giga had the center forward in place, and he managed to follow up with a good goal. There is a Z power up right in front of the ruck station that can knock the whole enemy team over. That's going to be coming into play at any moment. Here comes Giga, Galaxy of Grace right on death's door, and he kills it.
Get ready.
14-24. Oh, there's the someone picked up the Z then. I think Galaxy picked up the Z and knocked over barbed wire there. Here we go. Barb's got a chance. Here comes Mercury. The wingman. The forward. Oh, that was a decent curve, but it went straight to the goalie. Another attempt here. Goalie gets it out. Bit of a scramble. Giga picks it up. Running it down towards Barb goal. Into the corner. Forward's on point. Goalie's on point. Defense gets it out of there. Oh, here we go. Back to the defender. Wingman doing his thing, man. Electro ball in play. It only managed to knock down one of Mercury Madness' team, though. After the first knockdown with an electro ball, it will turn off very quick, usually. You probably got like 1 or 2 seconds after the first knockdown, sometimes even less. I've seen the electro ball go through a defender and then get immediately caught by the goalie. I think that even happened in match 1. All right, halftime, people, 16-34. Galaxy is in the lead. Giga with some decent dribbling. Bit of a pass battle with the goalie and the forward. Almost got sandwiched there. Galaxy gets it out. Bad pass from Mercury. I just can't believe that the All-Star hasn't been picked up yet. Nice defense. Didn't matter.
Get ready.
Nice zigzag ruck. Oh, finally, we see the multiplier come into play. This is very dangerous, people. When this thing comes into play, you A, do need to fight over it, and B, do need to roll it back. You cannot let your opponent just run wild with 20-point goals. You know what I'm saying? All right. Galaxy of Grace getting it out of there. Quick, smart, through the warp zone. Oh, warp zone in play once again. Barber's got the opponent stuck as well. He's going to pick up a couple of points off the dome here, see what he can. 6 points. All right, a lot of play. We're in dangerous territory towards Giga's goal line, but he is getting it out of there. Mercury runs it back. What's he going to do? He's going for the wall shot. See, Giga timed his tackle there at the same time that Barb was going for the wall shot. Barb lined up his, he pulled back his arm to throw, and that tackle went straight through him. If you don't know, Players are more susceptible to tackles if they're performing another action like jumping or throwing. Sometimes it's better off, like if you know that an enemy is running down and about to crush you, don't do that throw, don't do that pass. Try to dribble out the way. That is the best way to deal with that type of thing. You'll find that a lot of the time you get tackled at the moment you press the button. Pressing the button is a good way to go down to a tackle and lose the ball. Try to, you got to juke, man. You got to juke. Get the enemy off your trail and then try to take your action. All right, now with no injuries, the stats are just going to keep getting higher and higher here. Yeah, check out Trevor. Poor old Trev. He's really dragging the team back. What you need to do in this situation is you need to spend a bit of money on Trevor, boost him back up so that your stats cap will increase. Looks like the stats are sitting at 200 for the cap right now, but they can be increased to 220 if Trevor wasn't holding them back.
Get ready.
All right, here we go, people. Giga gets the ruck. Straight up. Here comes the wingman, dribbling. Nice defense, intercepted, takes him out. Mercury runs it out. Giga's back. Oh no, he gets taken out. Mercury Madness picks up a star. He's on Giga's goal. Grace gets it out of there. Defender is too far out of the box. Wow. See, the defender was still hanging around the mid there. This is the defender running up the multiplier. We're going to see a scramble over this, surely. We need to run that back. Well, Galaxy of Grace is just going to go insane with the scores if that doesn't get put back. Here we go. Yeah, all over it. Defender gets it out. Warp zone. Mercury runs it back pretty quick. Giga's on top of it. We're back at the multiplier. No one wants anything to do with that, though. Here we go. Other side multiplier. No. I can't help but think that multiplier is going to come back into play. Giga gets it out of his goal line. Dudes, they're all over it. This is some scramble back and forth right here. 10 seconds. We're looking at 20-point goals. We got to run that back. You cannot let the Galaxy of Grace run wild with that. It will just be all over too soon. But amazingly, looks like Barb is probably, he's changed his approach or something here, because the previous couple of games, Galaxy of Grace really went wild. Now we're looking at 6 points to 0, Mercury to Grace. Own goal! Just as I say that, and that puts 20 for Giga. See what I mean, man? You've got to wind back the multiplier, guys. You have to do it. And the fact that it wasn't an own goal is just stings even more, considering that Mercury Madness had a 6-point lead there. Giga was not even on the board. An own goal, 20-point goal. That is just savage. Mercury Madness forward missed a curveball there by a pixel. Could have been a goal. Oh, mad! That was a point-blank curveball. Huge stuff. Zips it under the Galaxy of Grace's goalie's arm, man. I think that was a shot for the warp zone there, but he was too high. Here comes Mercury. Curveballs. Oh, crazy diagonal. That was perfect spacing. Goalie was going the wrong way. All right, now, Barb has managed to pick up his 6-point lead again, but he still hasn't run back the multiplier. All right, 36 gets another goal. That was clean. Good wall setup. Center forward was there waiting. Runs it straight into the goal. Oh, no! That was a long-range shot from Grace. Mercury goalie just walks it out the way. And look, another 20 points, man. You've got to run it back. That was another 20 points. Mercury's lead gone, just like that. 20 seconds left on the clock. What's going to happen? Bounce dome. No! That was horrific. Goalie jumped straight out the way. The ball wasn't even speeding. It was just rolling down the field off of the bounce dome. Goalie hopped out the way. Hey, come on in. And that's another 20 points. Another 20 points. Absolutely brutal stuff there, guys. See, 64 to 108. That's what I mean when you've got to wind back the multiplier. I know I sound like a broken record there, but it is mad important. Speedball games, when the multiplier comes into play, the rest of the match can just be fighting and scrambling over it, to be perfectly honest. If you're going for the multiplier, you're already there in the zone for it, right? You might as well go for it twice. Don't leave it at just 15. I mean, in my opinion, you might as well ring that shit up twice. And because you're going to be standing there trying to get the 20-point multiplier, you're giving the enemy an opportunity to come and knock you down or steal the ball. So there's often a big scramble over that. Anyway, Galaxy of Grace wins the ruck. Big defense from Mercury. Electro Ball is in play. Runs towards the center. Bouncing it out. There's a big opportunity here, but unreal. Electro Ball didn't have the legs. It runs out. Oh no. Another wall goal attempt. Wasn't hard enough. Probably wasn't on the right angle either. Galaxy of Grace running it back quick. Look at this. Oh, big defense. Mad takeout. Mercury through the warp zone. Oh, and Giga walked out the way. That's some mad shit right there, man. See, when you use the warp zone, it actually speeds up the ball a little bit. If the ball is just rolling and it goes through the warp zone, it will get extra legs to go through the other side. Own goal. That was a mad scramble. Things are turning around for Giga here. Ooh, brutal scrambles. Here we are. We've got a chance here. Mercury behind Giga's goal line. Giga gets it out. Galaxy of Grace on the run. Ooh. Mercury wants to run it back. Here we go. Passes to Giga. Didn't matter. Oh, is he going for stars? Did he shoot the wrong way? What's happening? Here comes Giga. Good defense from the goalie. Oh no. Wow. There was an open goal there, but the goalie got back in just the nick of time and also managed to take out and steal the ball. That was amazing. All right, here comes Barb with the multiplier. What's going to happen? Just a 15 multiplier. Half two, 24 to 0. Reverse controls. Giga has reverse controls. Manages to shoot the right way anyway. Oh, that was crazy! In the face of reverse controls, not only did Galaxy of Grace throw it the correct way, he got it right on Barbed Wire's doorstep and managed to launch it straight through. Oh, here comes the forward again. It's crazy that this is happening. Giga's forward is injured. We have to keep that in mind. But he's really putting in work. Well, actually, excuse me. We don't have to keep that in mind. Own goal right there.
Get ready.
Now that's really gonna, that stings. Own goal with a 15 score multiplier. You hate to see it. Barb trying to pick up these stars. He's got another goal opportunity and he's really running away with it here. Giga has got to run back the multiplier. He's getting a bit of a taste of his own medicine here, to be honest. All right, warp zone shot. Wingman picks it up. Defender tackles. Here comes Grace. Ooh, good stuff. Oh no, Wingman with an open goal. Galaxy slams it in there. What was the goalie doing? Please, someone tell me. Ooh, that was a tough ruck. Giga ekes it out. Here we go. Oh, we're into the thick of it. Goalie comes barreling down on his case. Oh, we got a chance to run back the multiplier there, but he doesn't want it. Oh, goalie gets it out of there. Here we go. Finally, he runs it back, but I think it's too late. 60 to 22, 15 seconds on the clock. What's going to happen? 7, 6, 5. I think this match is a wrap. Can Giga score another puck? No, it's all over. All over. All right, second leg, people. What's the play? Are we seeing a bit of adaptation from Mercury here? Are they doing what they need to do to get Grace off of their back? All right, with only 45 credits, there's really not much you can do about that. Boost the goalie intelligence. Super smart stuff. It's really important to have a smart goalie because you want the AI to be able to defend whatever comes its way. And a more intelligence means a smarter AI goalie. Now we can see that Mercury Madness have reached their stats cap of 220. I believe that is the maximum for multiplayer. So we're going to see some pretty fast and frantic play in the coming games. See, when these stats get maxed out, it's just absolute chaos. It's very hard and hectic. Now, my impression here is that Galaxy of Grace are doing amazing attack work, especially at the ruck, winning a lot of rucks. We saw a lot of electro ball plays and strategies coming out of Grace. So far, don't think we've really seen many wall shots. Mercury Madness, not from Grace. Mercury Madness are the ones going for the warp zone shots and the wall goal shots. You see, there's a lot of different strategies and techniques in this game, and there's plenty to practice and to master. Using the different techniques at the appropriate time is the secret sauce. That's how you get your wins. Wall goals, warp goals, just some of the techniques. Knowing exactly where you are on the field at all times, being aware of the various objects that you can use, score multipliers, bounce domes, everything adds up. Amazing plays here today, guys. We're getting back into it. Speedball OCE. This is Titanic 1. Who will be the champ? Ooh, very delayed ruck there from Barb. Electro ball in play. It's off. Giga gets it out of there. Oh no, we're behind enemy territory. That was too easy. Mercury Madness zipping and zapping all over the place, but it wasn't good enough. Galaxy of Grace is staying cool, calm, and collected. Reverse controls through the warp zone and into the goal. That was with reverse controls. We just saw a reverse controls warp zone goal. Amazing stuff. Mercury Madness with the big brain energy there. All right, Giga is on the attack. Here comes Grace. Oh, straight into the goal. That was a mad diagonal. Perfect angle. Oh, wow. I thought we were going to see another sneaky goal from Galaxy of Grace there, but the goalie did his job and absolutely steamrolled him. Now, we really want to get this ball out of Mercury's half. They cannot afford to keep this happening. Not when Galaxy has got a 10-point lead. Through the warp zone. The ball has legs. Interception. We're going to see the multiplier. Will they scramble again? No. Giga's running for it. He wants the 15. Oh! Had a good opportunity there, but goalie defends. Brutal. Minus stats for Mercury. Giga with a big chance here. The opponent's team is weak. When you pick up the minus sign, it reduces the stats of the enemy team. A good play there would have been, since he had the enemy's team lower on stats, he probably could have just bulldozed through the goalie with a tackle, to be perfectly honest. That's the kind of risks that you want to take when you've got that type of power-up. If you've got the plus power-up or the minus power-up, the plus power-up will boost your team's stats, the minus power-up will reduce the enemy's team's stats. Now that goal was just too easy there. 35-12. Shield. You cannot be tackled with the shield. Mercury have got a force field, essentially. Doesn't matter. Ooh, shit. Electro ball. No. When you got the electro ball, you must pass immediately toward the goal because you're going to knock anything in its path over. It worked out okay. It wasn't the most efficient use of electro ball. These players are scrambling. Picks up a coin and a stamina. Here comes Grace. Decent opportunity here. Mercury gets it out. Defender is out of the box. Here comes the wingman. Long range. Goalie passes out. Oh, straight to the mid. Had an opportunity to run back the multiplier there, but he doesn't use it. Here we go again. No, we thought we might have seen some multiplier come into play. These boys are unconcerned about rolling back the multiplier at all. It's almost like a challenge. Yeah, I see your 15 points. What are you going to do with it? I see your 20-point multiplier. So make it happen. Go on, make it happen. It's a different thing. Through the warp zone. Here we go. Defender is out of the box. We got all-star points. Here we are. Wingman brings it up. Huge. Wingman went for a shot. Past the goalie. Goalie passed to opposition's forward who slams it in the goal. Once again, match is over. I was about to point out that Giga's center forward was getting low on stamina there. 92 to 57. Now, you don't want to get too many injuries across the course of a best of five like this. All of those injuries are going to add up and they're going to wipe out your team. So, you know, it brings your stats down. This isn't FIFA, people. This is full contact sports, okay? And you want to hurt the opposition. Not only is it simply fun to hurt people, right? But in Speedball, it's actually incentivized. So every time you knock an opponent down and actually injure them, you receive points for that. And the multiplier will also add to those points as well. You either get 10, 15, or 20 points for an injury, depending on where your score multiplier is at. So yeah, doing as much damage as possible, bringing down the enemy stats, and getting yourself more points. That's the name of the game. Aside from goals, and of course everything else you can do, bounce stones and so on and so forth, it all adds up. So there's no fainting, there's no acting, there's no taking a fall. It's not a soft sport here, guys. This isn't FIFA, this isn't golf, okay?
Get ready.
All right, here we go. Giga with the ruck, intercepted. Intercepted swiftly, I might add. Mercury's on the attack here. Giga gets it out of their goal line, but Mercury picks it up, runs it straight back. Got an opportunity here, goal's wide open, slam that shit!
Get ready.
Alright, Mercury up on the board, 10-0. Nice ruck from Mercury, stick him down. Walks it straight in. Textbook stuff.
Get ready.
A Barb with a strong opening here, punch ruck. Oh, picks up 2 points. Very cheeky. What was happening there? Oh. All right, here comes Galaxy of Grace. And that was too easy. See what he's doing there? He's running the opponents towards the corner, and then the goalie and the defenders are trying to come to the side that Giga is running on. It leaves the goal wide open. Giga hooks back around and just slams it through. Too easy. Nice strategies. Warp zone. Passes to himself. Through the warp zone again. Electro ball in play. Knocks down one defender, but the goalie manages to pick it up. Oh! Swift passes here. Swift passing over. Goalie launches it out. There's a Z on the field. Here comes center forward. Goalie scoops it up. Defender gets it out of there. Galaxy of Grace running it back towards Mercury. Oh, that was a swift attack there. The defender managing to intercept though. Oh, we're going for some star play. Z knocks him over. Off the bounce dome.
Get ready.
Our second half, 36-14. Giga with the ruck. Passes it off straight away. Oh, brutal interception from the defender. Mercury on the attack here. Oh, Giga has a chance. Goalie does his thing. Mercury says not today. Oh no. Looked like it could have almost been an own goal opportunity there. Goalie caught the ball while sliding towards his own goal. A fraction of a second later, he could have thrown an own goal. We got all stars. Stats are maxed. Long range shot. Intercepted. Oh, triple stars. The elusive triple star throw. Double stars. Giga with an opportunity here. Defenders get it out. Mercury wants to set up an electro ball by the looks. He just misses. He's got an opportunity. Scramble before the goal. Goes for the electro again. Launch it. That's it. That's how you do it. That's how you use the electro ball. So Oh, that was too easy. Very smooth. Diagonal passes. See, that's how it's done, people. Run it straight diagonally up to... Well, straight diagonally doesn't make much sense, but you want to just use diagonals to get it beyond the goal line and slam it in. Now, we've picked up another injury here. This is going to really help Galaxy of Grace. Since it's the center forward, we're looking at 40-52, 10 points for that. Anything could happen here. Galaxy can actually come back here. Time is dwindling away. See, look at that. Oh, there's only 2 points in it. 2 points in it. We need a bounce dome, and it's even. Bad luck for Galaxy of Grace. They really had a decent chance to even it up there, but Mercury just eked it out. Now, both of these teams are brand new to the Speed League. This is their first face-off in a championship, first tournament in the Australian OCE Speed League and here in Speedball 2. Beautiful stuff from both coaches, both teams giving it their all, and it's only on the up from here. You know, these guys have only been in the game for like a handful of weeks, and I'm really excited to see where they go, where they take it, under the leadership of Barbed Wire and under the leadership of Giga. I think these guys have got a lot of potential, and these teams are going to have some staying power. They'll be sticking around for a while, I'm sure. Top of the leaderboard type stuff. Now there's going to be a rivalry set up, I'm sure that... And of course, whatever the outcome of this grand final may be, there's going to be some type of rivalry set up here. We're seeing the birth of a storyline. We're seeing the starting point, and where it goes, no one knows. But what we're going to see here is people wanting to run it back. They're going to want to, if whoever loses here is going to want their revenge the next time. It's going to be, meet me in Speedball next time, you see? And that's the type of stuff that we need. The storylines, right? People want to know what is happening, who's doing what, who's the rival, who's the underdog, who's the champ, all that type of stuff. And we're seeing it play out right in front of our eyes. Exciting stuff for Speedball OCE. And I hope that we have a long future, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep the speed happening.
Get ready.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Mercury Madness. Brutal stats here. You can see how fast and heavy the tackles are. Look at that. Enemy team is slowed. Galaxy of Grace with the slow. Now, not only do we have max stats, but one of Mercury's midlines have just picked up a speed boot. Here comes Galaxy on the attack. Picks up a sneaky dome. Oh, brutal damage. He tries to go for the electro ball, just misses. Goalie cleans him up. Mercury running it back. This time, Giga has the speed boot. Oh, crazy stuff there. Forward wants to run it in. Too easy. Too easy. Nice diagonal shot.
Get ready.
Mercury picks it up. We're at the goal line. Oh, heavy tackle from goalie. Wingman grabs it. It's open goal, but he throws the wrong way. All right, Galaxy is getting it out of there. We're on the enemy's goal line, and that was a mad long-range warp goal from Galaxy of Grace there. Huge stuff. The ball has legs through the warp zone. Both players going for the same time ruck. It's a scramble. We're at Mercury's goal line. He wants to get it out. Mid-screen. Here we go. Scrambling over the ball here. Galaxy picks it up. We're behind Mercury's line. Mercury with a bad throw, but it gets away from the enemy at least. Galaxy picks it up. Oh no, that was too clean. It looked like the wingman punched out the defender and then managed to throw the ball through the goal. That was amazing.
Get ready.
Here we go. Mercury gets the ruck there, but passes directly to Grace. Goal is so wide open, it's crazy, but no opportunity to get it in. Mercury runs it back, gets it out of there. He wants the multiplier. Here we go. We're going for 15s. Wall shot. And it gets there.
Get ready.
Nice ruck. Mercury running it down. Long range shot. Intercepted. Sneaky punch on the defender there before it ran away. Galaxy of Grace on Barb's door. Mercury runs it out, finally. We're in a safer territory for Mercury. Giga's in trouble. But his defense is on point. Wow, what a volley. What a rally. Oh no, this could be it. Just miss. Long range curve shot. Wouldn't have gone into the goal anyway. It was off base. Here comes Giga. Oh, yeah, too easy. Once again, running the goalie off of his position, hooking back around and throwing it into the goal. Good strategy. Good dribbling. Good movement. Barb with the ruck. Oh, we got another injury. That's 10 points for Barb. Wow, that puts him with a 1 point lead. That's crazy. From 27-36 to 37. Oh, excuse me, he's got the 15-point multiplier. 42-36. This could win him the game. That injury could have won him the game. Giga's got a chance here, but time is up. It's not going to happen. Yeah, that injury, bring Barb to the lead there. That was some crazy stuff. Now, of course, the stats in this game, they matter quite a lot, right? And even just a small boost to any one stat can really change the way that your team feels and plays, right? So you've got 8 different stats: aggression, attack, defense, speed, throw, power, stamina, and intelligence, right? Intelligence is a good one to have for your goalie, as I mentioned before. You want to have a smart goalie so that the AI can do its best to defend goals for you, right? And it's not only about the goalie. Having a smart team means that your team members are going to be in better positions more frequently. So if you're launching the ball down the field, someone's going to be there, right? Or they're smart enough to get into position to receive it, yeah? Every stat is important, but I like to focus on speed. You want to be able to outrun your opponent. I focus on attack because I want to be able to take down the opponent and steal the ball whenever I slide, rather than bouncing off them or getting counter-tackled myself, right? I want to be on the fast attack. Defense is important to stop yourself from getting knocked over by a tackle. Defense will also reduce the amount of damage that a tackle can do to you, right? So a lot of the stats sort of play into each other as well. Power is how much damage a tackle will do. So you've got attack for the success of a tackle, power for how much damage that tackle will do, defense to defend against the tackle and to reduce the damage. I have to wonder if we're actually going to see completely max stats by the second leg of the last match here. It'd be crazy to see both teams on 220. Look, the subs are really holding this team back, though. It's been a number of injuries along the way. It really keeps the game dynamic. It's a lot of fun to see the matches play out this way. When you're using the inbuilt best of 5 or best of 3 feature, you know, the matches have consequences. Injuries and stats matter more than any other game type. Than if a regular 1-to-1, you get injured, it hurts for a game, but that's about it. But you get injured in this format, and you're carrying those injuries with you the whole way. And the thing about that is that, your skill stat point cap, your stats cap, is only as strong as your weakest player, right? So if you're not investing money into your subs, if there's anyone that you're not investing money into, then you are not going to be able to boost your team to the heights that they can really reach, right? If you've got anyone that's dragging the chain, anyone that's not really leveled up or who's leveled down below the rest of the team, you can't raise your stats cap. So it's important to make sure that you focus on the weaker ones as well. You want to play stats to match your style. If you want to have a strong defense line, go for it. If you want to be a hard attack with the attack, like the center forward, the wings, you pump your stats to that. But you can't forget the stragglers, right? You've got to give them at least a little bit so that you can continue to raise the cap on the areas that you really want to focus on. So if you want to get your attack line to 220, you've still got to pump a bit of money into your defense, pump a bit of money into your mid, and pump a little bit of money into your subs, right? You can't have them dragging the chain. There are weakest links in this game, and that's the way it works, which is why it's so important to nurse your guys back to health if they get injured. You want to go straight to that guy and bring him back up at least a little bit, because after an injury, your stats are lowered. and that's going to hurt and affect the whole team. And if you've got a weak center forward, a weak center mid, a weak goalie, then you are just in a world of hurt, man. You're going to get knocked over easier. You're not going to be running as fast. You're not going to outrun the enemy. Your throwing power is not as good. Your intelligence, like everything, it really makes a huge difference. So you've got to stay on top of this type of stuff and micromanage your team to the best of your ability. It's also important that in these long format match styles, that you pick up cash. You've got to go for the coins, right? You get money for goals, but you get even more money for coins as well. So mixing that all together, you can really afford to invest a lot into your team. And don't forget about the weaker ones. You know what I mean? You got to keep them up to speed, so to speak.
Get ready.
Okay, here we go, guys. Giga with a very swift ruck. Zigzag ruck. Runs it straight towards the goal, but goalie does his job. Mercury gets it out of there. Now Mercury approaching the enemy territory. Giga wants nothing to do with it, though. Bad throw there. Bouncing it back towards his own goal line. Here we go. Galaxy of Grace runs it back. Oh, we're on Barb's doorstep, and he manages to pass it off to the forward, who slams it straight through the goalie and into the goal. Good stuff. Violent. Good zigzag ruck. They both have the same idea. Oh, mad passing. Ball has legs through the warp hole. Huge defender slides. Look at these tackles, man. The stats are maxed. Or close to it, I should say. They're not literally maxed, but they're fucking high. That was a mad zigzag goal there from Galaxy of Grace. Zigzag rucks again. Multiplier is in play. Is he going to wind it back? Looks like it's too far away. Is it out of sight, out of mind? Yep, he's forgotten. Well, we might see it come into play here. He wants it. Good stuff. You've got to stay on top of that multiplier before things get too crazy. Mercury with the dribbling here. Look at this. Look at this. Only finally intercepted by the goalie. That was some pretty decent movement. Galaxy was nowhere to be seen. All right, Galaxy with the possession. Here it comes. Rat Barb's goal line. Shoots. Misses. Off the dome. Second half. Oh, nice interception there. Galaxy picks it up. Bad bounce. Through the warp hole. All right, he's gone for a goal, but it's, you just got to stand there and intercept those sometimes, and that's exactly what the goalie did. Brutal stuff. Man, Galaxy just got it straight out of the goal line and into the enemy goal in like 5-6 seconds. That's how fast this game can turn around. 36-4. Barb needs to do something. Oh, we're playing over the dome now. We're going with some dome shenanigans again. Look at this. Oh, it's all about the dome. That's like 10 or 12 points there on the dome. Oh, here comes Giga. Easy win. Easy win.
Get ready.
Goalie was slipping and sliding all the way out the way there. Giga managing to steal it. Defender does his job. But back to the mid-ground. Here comes Mercury. But Grace steals it back. What will we do? Some brutal defense here, guys. Here we go. Now we're getting hectic. Wow. Mercury is on point here, on the defense. Here we go. Mercury behind goal line. Defense gets it out of there. Grace gets the opportunity. Bounces off the dome, though. Scoops it up. Grace behind goal line. Grace shoots, and that was a mad goal, man. That was like a pixel in it. Perfect diagonal line. 9 seconds on the clock. This is over. 16-58. There is nothing that Mercury Madness can do about this. Now that's 16-58. Those points carry over into the next round. That is going to be a huge lead for Galaxy of Grace there. I don't know what Mercury can do to bring it back. It's going to have to be about the multiplier for sure. Either that or playing absolutely immaculately. Goal after goal after goal. Because effectively, Galaxy of Grace has like a 4 or 5 goal lead here. And, you know, that really puts Mercury on the back foot. I think the optimal way to play this would be to go straight for the multiplier, ring it up, and then go for the goals, go for the injuries. We're seeing a lot of dome play, a lot of scrambling over the dome. We've got to forget that now. There's no time for that. Now it's all about straight up goals. We simply have bigger fish to fry now. It's not going to be like we've got to think about what are we really doing here? Wasting time on the dome or going for the 10-point goals? Now, Galaxy of Grace with a lot of money to spend there dumps it on a team all. You see, this is probably Galaxy finding themselves in the lead economically, probably because they're picking up more coins, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do. All right, people, here we go. This is it. The winner will be decided here. Barbed Wire Death Trap leading Mercury Madness versus Giga leading Galaxy of Grace. Mercury with the Electro Ball, runs it straight to the goal. That's how you do it. Ball slicing straight through Grace's goalie. Now we've got an all-star and a reverse control on the field. What's going to happen? It's right near the ruck zone. Good interception from Mercury there. Galaxy picks it back up. Here we go. Oh, crushes him into the multiplier. That must have hurt. Corner play. Wingman's in position. Here comes the forward. Goalie intercepts. Here comes Giga again, but the goalie like a freight train. But Giga is persistent. Grace wants to keep it here. Electro Ball and straight through.
Get ready.
We still got an all-star and a reverse control right there. Okay, all-star is in play. Stats are maxed. Giga gets it out of his goal line. Good defense. Still a reverse controls. Will it come into play? It's only a matter of time. There it is. Barb picks it up. Giga with the reverse controls. This is going to be hard to defend. He needs to make something happen, but he doesn't. Wastes the time, bouncing it off of the wall into himself. Mercury picks it back up. Picks up a star. 14-10. Ooh, good defense from Giga. Mercury with a bad direction throw. Bad pass. Running it back towards his own goal line. He wants to get it out of there. Players are scrambling. Goalie does his job. Defender launches it. Oh, but the wingman wants to put it back. Mad scramble here. Giga doesn't want to let it out of his possession. He wants to keep it on Barb's doorstep. Barb with the wall shot. Will it go in? Yes, it does. Giga not prepared to deal with that.
Get ready.
Galaxy picks up the ruck. Ooh, that could have been a perfect shot, but it didn't matter. Goalie intercepted, but was swiftly taken out. Another one for Grace. 24-20. Ooh, mad tackles. Very violent. Good defense. Mercury runs it out. And he's running it straight up, off of the dome. That was actually interference. He wanted to throw it over that, I'm nearly certain. Passes to the enemy and then runs him down. Here comes Barb, but Grace says not today. All right, here we go. Grace with an opportunity, and it's too easy. The goalie was locked up in a battle with some dude over, like some wingman over the side. 26-32, 50 seconds on the clock. Oh, he wanted to go for the multiplier, I think. There we go. Grace gets it on the board. 15-point goals for Grace. Here we are. Nice stuff. Managing to take down the goalie and then throw it straight through. 38-32. There's only a goal in this. And if Giga gets a goal, this could be all over. He still has the 15-point multiplier. Look at that. Just like I said, 32-47. There is actually still one goal in this. Oh, someone's got... there's going to be an injury. Yeah, there we go. Who is it? The center forward? That could change things. That could change things. Center forward. Absolutely crucial injury in the last match. I believe Giga's subs are not doing too bad for themselves, though. It's not the end of the world. That was a beautiful curve shot from mid-range. I don't know what Giga's goalie was doing then. He needs a stern talking to. Here we go again. He tries for a second replay. Doesn't quite work this time. High shot. Goalie intercepts. Gets it out of there. Giga picks it up. Grace is running it back. 10 seconds on the clock. Will he get there? 58-50. Oh no. Oh no. 3, 2, 1. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. That is it right there. Absolutely brutal stuff from both teams. In the end, Galaxy of Grace just managing to pick it up over. And like I said, it ended up being the prior lead with the multiplier that helped Galaxy of Grace eke out the win there. Very close stuff. Crazy stuff from both teams. Coming right down to the last match. You love to see it. Guys, that is a wrap for Titanic #1. Speedball OCE Speedleague. Your winner is Galaxy of Grace. Huge congratulations to both players. Tune in next time for our next tournament, and thank you very much for watching Speedleague OCE Speedball 2. It's still alive.